Hello, everyone. Welcome into Jersey Chasers. I am your host, Autumn, joined by my co-host, Christy. Christy, where are you joining me from, girl?
I've been saying I was gonna do the show from my pool one day. Guess what?
Yeah. It looks like she's like look at her, look at her. Oh my god.
Whee!
Yes, yes. It's episode 29, by the
Oh
way,
no!
Christy. Oh,
What? Wait, what?
it's episode.
Um,
It's episode
okay.
29. Oh my god, this
What?
is so funny. Yes, we are
Episode
on
29.
yes, almost
Damn,
30 episodes fully of
that's
Jersey
crazy.
Chasers here. It'll be 30 episodes next week.
I
Yeah,
should have waited till next week.
no, I mean you can go again. If you guys don't know, Christy's in Florida. She lives in Florida and she's in her pool. She's gonna join us from her pool for the first half of the show. But
Yeah,
you guys are joining us here on Inside Edge Network. Please support the new Inside Edge Network by liking, subscribing, and following us on your favorite social media apps, whether that is Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, X, Instagram. Thank you for
you never know
support.
what I'm gonna do because I'm
Yeah, and
nuts.
look. You never know what Christy's gonna do. Also, follow us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on all of your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, we actually have a merch shop. So
Yeah, we do.
we have network polos, t-shirts, jackets, hats, and bottles. So rep the network. Every purchase supports us as an independent sports company. And also click that lovely QR code right above Christy's head. Um, I don't even know what to say. Christy's just like she's chilling. She's on her floaty. She had a nice
Yeah,
walk. I was gonna
ugh.
say what's going on, but like look, you got all of us beat here. You got all of
it's
us
it's
beat.
the it's we've been hitting like it feels like triple digits already, and it's only May. Like this is nuts. This summer's gonna be so hot. Hopefully that doesn't mean more hurricanes. Um, Shout out to my girl Cece for the awesome gigantic floaty. Um,
Mm-hmm.
we had a blast getting this down here. There was a whole story, but yeah, the outside temperature right now is about 87 degrees, and the pool temperature is 90.
So it's hotter in the pool than it is.
Yeah, you
That's
gotta get out to cool. So yeah,
that's crazy. We're gonna
but it's
start
great.
probably. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Let's actually start with some baseball. We're gonna get through it real quick. The Cleveland Guardians got their first sweep of the season. They swept
Go
the
Tribe.
Los Angeles Angels, and I'm very proud of them. They've come so far this season. A lot of people didn't think they would be any sort of good. They've kind of been counted out. They've been pretty consistent. They've only had a couple slips here and there. Their rookies, Travis Bazzana, Chase DeLauder, they have been pretty good. The only sad part is they sent Bo Naylor down to AAA. They did acquire another catcher from San Francisco. San Francisco is a terrible team right now. They are awful. But the guards doing good. And real quick, we're going to transition to the Cavs. Cavs tied the series with Detroit 2-2. If you didn't catch me on the post game with Chad and Eli, heinous
Shame on you.
I had to get up and go to work the next day. Just 5 hours later. But yes, the Cavs
Oh,
tie it up
yeah.
2-2 against the Pistons, and now they are playing. I think they're either playing game 3 in about 30 minutes or right now. But you're gonna actually catch the post game, not post us, post Chad and Eli.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Cavs has tied it 2-2. Um, Some sad news. The NBA's first openly gay player, Jason Collins, passed away from brain cancer yesterday, along with
No.
Memphis basketball player Brandon Clark, who was just 29 years old. Just a sad day in the NBA. The Spurs take a 3-2 lead against the Minnesota Timberwolves after Wembanyama was ejected from a game on Sunday for literally elbowing. Like literally,
Oh,
he did this, and he big as hell, and he did this.
oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oops. You're not supposed to do
yeah, for
that.
elbowing a player. Trying to think what else happened. Oh, and the Thunder swept. No, look at the puppy.
Angel. Sorry. Excuse me.
And the defending champion Thunder sweep the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James and the Lakers go down 4-0 to
Ooh,
the Thunder, and they are officially out of the playoffs. LeBron somehow, some way, was still the first option on the team, and with him on the court, there were people who were still like, "Yeah, he could definitely win the game, like 100%." But yes, they are swept, and now for the first time in his career, LeBron James will be an unrestricted free agent. Now he has
wow.
spent a combined, I'm trying to think. All right. 3 to 10, 7. So he has spent 11 years technically with the Cavs. So he spent his first 7 years. Then he went to Miami, spent 4 years,
Hmm.
came back to Cleveland, spent 4 years. And now he's been in Los Angeles
LA,
for 8 years. Do you think LeBron will Where do you think
come
LeBron
home.
will end the season? You'll think he come back to Cleveland, retire here? Do you even want that? Because I have a lot of opinions.
I mean, I love LeBron. I'm a great fan. If he were to come home for one season and retire, that would make me kind of happy. Him retiring as a Cav, as a fan of his and the Cavs, of course, I would love for him to do that. Will it probably happen? I doubt it because him and his whole family's, out in LA. You know, Bronny's out there. Is he really going to leave Bronny? So, as a fan, like I said, I'd love to see him come back home, play for one season, retire a Cab. But what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are honestly, if I honestly could see it. LeBron is someone who, when he feels as though it's like my time is up here, he has no hesitation with leaving. And I think after his last time in Cleveland and the fact that he's come back during the offseason a decent amount, he still has a house here. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and
Just
he's
sentimental.
Yeah, he's been to playoff games here. I think he would. I think because he's an unrestricted free agent, that means that he can kind of do whatever he wants. I don't see him going back to LA honestly because of the way that the organization has treated him over the last couple years. You had the book come out about him and people saying just all kind of crazy things. I know his daughter goes to school out there. His daughter I don't remember what school she goes to, but she is a volleyball player out there. But Bronny is in
Mm-hmm.
the league and Bryce is in college. So I think like he could kind of make the change to come back here. I'm not saying never say never because I think
Right.
it's actually going to be dependent on how far the Cavs go. If the Cavs make a super, 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 super deep run, I think he will be like, you know what? Let me go here. And if I can win one last championship, if they make a super deep run,
Yeah.
if they get knocked out like relatively early before the finals, which I don't think they will, knock on wood, knock on all the wood. I think they will win tonight, knock on all the wood. I think maybe not, but I think it just depends on how far they go. I wouldn't see him in any other place. I wouldn't see him going back to Miami. Miami is literally a hot ass mess right now. I
Yeah.
wouldn't see
No.
him going back to LA, especially because you got the pressure of the LA of it all and the fact that the whole situation that's in LA right now and new ownership and different things. So I could see him playing here. Could see him
No.
playing here.
All we can do is cross our fingers and hope.
Fingers we got some more news. The 76ers fired Daryl Morey after the 76ers were swept by the Knicks.
Oh,
They were swept by the Knicks.
oh. I saw there was a little fan, and he was like maybe 3 years old, and they gave him the little hand broom, and he was sweeping the parking lot. It was so cute. I mean, granted, I don't like the Knicks, but I love to see young sports fans.
Swept by the Knicks. If you're swept by the Knicks,
you're sorry.
You're sorry. So yes, he was fired after the last couple seasons. Him and James Harden famously have not gotten along because of different things. James Harden openly one season saying, I do not like Daryl Morey. I will not play for him if he wants to come back. So that should tell you everything you know about him.
And James Harden is in Cleveland anyway.
But yes, he was fired. Nick Nurse stays on as head coach. Nurse was the Toronto head coach, then got fired himself, then has been the coach the last few seasons for the 76ers. Steve Kerr also got an extension for 2 years in Golden State. Now this comes really awkwardly because Draymond Green on his podcast recently, which has started this whole podcast back and forth that I think we talked about last week. He talked about his issues with Steve Kerr and how he doesn't think Steve Kerr trusts him and how he wants to have a bigger role on the team. And he thinks Steve Kerr is holding him back. So I'm like, the fact that the Warriors are bringing him back and Draymond is still on the team and he has openly said stuff. It's really, really
Draymond's lucky he's even playing at this point. Like, he should have been done 5 years ago.
Yeah, did we talk about what he said on Inside the NBA on ESPN?
We talked about men saying stupid shit with microphones.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did say that men shouldn't have microphones.
I think we did.
But if you guys don't know, well, if you guys don't know, me and David talked about it and we kind of got into a little back and forth, but on Inside the in the NBA, it was real entertaining. At one point I picked up the mic and was like, it was very interesting. But on Inside, on Inside the NBA, they were talking about Draymond and Golden State, and Charles Barkley was essentially being like, it's gonna work. Like, I don't think this is working. And Draymond didn't really like that. He didn't really like the fact that things were happening. Oh, Christy, I think she's frozen.
I'm here. You're frozen on my end too, so I'm listening to the story though.
Difficulties here, peeps.
What do you know?
Actually, because of these technical difficulties, we will be going to break a little earlier. When we come back, we'll talk about more of what we were talking about before.
Okay, so let me do this.
Sorry about that, guys. It was very, very weird. Yeah, we're gonna go to break real quick, and then once we return, we'll talk more. But yeah, thank you for joining us here on the Inside Edge Network. That was incredibly strange. Hold on, give me a second. That was very, very weird. But yeah, we're gonna go to break really fastly. Welcome back into Jersey Chasers, everyone. I don't know what happened to us. Um, Christy, let me unmute you. Oh, you, you, you're muted.
Okay.
I don't
Is
know
that better?
what happened. Yes,
All
we are
right.
back
I don't
for
know
right
either.
now.
You froze and I heard you talking. And so I was just listening. I'm like, okay. And then you said that I was froze and then you lost me. And I was like, oh, hell. So
I
I
don't.
got out of the pool.
It's okay. We lost. Like when I say it wasn't just you. Like I lost every like the whole thing. I had to go back out, back in. We're back. We were talking a little bit about the Draymond and Chuck conversation, and
Yes.
like I talked about it on Friday, but I wanna kind of bring it up again because I'm like I think this is an important conversation because people have kind of lost the plot here. And when I say
Mm,
lost the plot, I mean as in like there is a very, 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 very interesting thing happening in sports where like older players, like their careers are talked about in a such a like a dismissive way of like, well, what did you do back in the day? Like you didn't do anything. And it's like, but no, they did. And I thought that
yeah.
with the Draymond Charles conversation, it was like Draymond was like, I'm giving you all this praise, but I'm trying to tell you the real honest truth of like, hey, when you retire, like people are gonna look back on this time in your life and they're gonna be like, well, what did you do? You didn't do much of
Yeah.
anything. You're an older team. You kind of gotta accept it. And he just didn't want to accept it. And he got real awkward and weird. And at one point, it was just like he just could not accept the fact that what Chuck was saying was right. And then he goes, well, I mean, I don't want to be you in Houston. And then the whole internet had to come at him and be like, no, you kind of want to be Chuck in Houston. Chuck in Houston was averaging a double double. And if he doesn't get hurt at the end of his run there, they probably win a championship against Michael Jordan and the Bulls. But things happened. And
Right.
then Ernie Johnson dropped a whole thing that he was like, well, Draymond, he was like, in your defense, you're tied for the most games with more turnovers than points with 43 and Kendrick Perkins. And I was kind of like, Ernie was like getting his get back. But I do want to kind of like touch on the
Wow.
fact like I don't understand about this like whole new thing where people are like shitting on older players. Like I don't like that.
No, I mean, definitely not. I mean, it would be like, well, how Michael Irving was offended earlier in the season because people are saying that the football players nowadays are faster and stronger. And, no, they, some of them might be faster,
Mhm.
but I definitely don't think they're stronger. Back in Michael Irving's day, those guys were huge, and it wasn't just the gigantic pads either. I mean, like, these guys were monsters at all positions. Now you got little itty bitty guys as the running backs, you know, and wide receivers are, tall and lanky, and even back then they were built a little bit bigger. But
Mhm.
these players that you're dogging are the reason why you are where you are.
Exactly.
Because without them paving the way for you, where would you be? So I don't think it's ever right to, just pick on somebody just because they're from a different generation of the sport. I think that they should be looked up to and held in a higher regard. Like, respect your freaking elders.
Yeah, honestly, because you got people who are just like, Draymond is Draymond, Draymond is Draymond, but I'm like, honestly, it's not. It's very disrespectful, and I'm gonna need him to get thicker skin if he's gonna be in NBA media. You got to get some thick skin.
Yeah.
You can't be if somebody talks about your career, you can't just be like, well, your career was bad too, and it's like, nah, bruh, you got to get thicker skin if you're gonna do this for a living.
I mean, but, in all fairness, Draymond isn't one of the greatest NBA players ever. I
Mhm.
mean, he was just lucky enough to play on one of the best teams in the NBA.
Literally, but we know he's sensitive about when people talk about that because Again,
Oh
Jordan
yeah.
Poole called him a backpack, said you're a backpack for Steph Curry in the middle of practice, and he got punched in the face, and then eventually he gets shipped off to Washington, and he's kind of bounced around the league. And I'm like, that's another thing of
Right.
like, can't control your emotions, that you're punching your teammates in the face.
Well,
So
not
I'm
only
like,
that, but he's not staying in one place for a long time for a reason. You know,
you know,
you don't play that well, and if you can't get along with the guys in the locker room, they're going to ship you out. So I don't feel bad for him. He just, you know what, he needs to find something funny like Kevin Durant. And I know I've been blasting you like crazy with all these posts that I'm seeing of all these, comments that are supposedly going back and forth between Angel Reese and Kevin Durant. And I'm so
and then
upset that this is not real.
it's not real at all. And I had to tell her, I was like, Christy, I was like, I can't find this anywhere. She's like, what happened? Look, it's okay. It's okay.
I
Look,
am
face,
I
face,
am so beyond upset because I needed that to be real right now. Like
no, it wasn't
I
real.
honestly
It wasn't real. Now, speaking of the WNBA, the WNBA season has started. The Portland Fire. That's what they're called. The Portland Fire. I could not figure out their name, but their
the
name is
fire.
the Portland Fire, and the Toronto Tempo kick
Trailblazers
off.
fire.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
yeah, no, it's okay. Their owner is still trash. He's a trash human, but yes, the Portland Fire and the Toronto Tempo kick it off. The Toronto Tempo making history as the first female professional basketball team in Toronto, making history internationally. Paige Bruckers and the Dallas Wings go into Indiana and beat Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark misses a crucial shot at the end. And
Oh
then
no.
this and then decides to go to a Morgan Wallen concert and walk out with him in
Walk out
this
with them.
corny, yeah, in that corny ass Morgan Wallen. I'm gonna do it, bro. No, girl, we know where your loyalties lie. Chill out over there. Mariah Rose, Jalen Rose's daughter, who has been running a podcast with Lexi Brown, who is a WNBA player, announced that she would be ending her podcast because Lexi Brown has been connected to some xenophobia and homophobia, and she's like, not about that.
Oh.
So no. And then
Oh
of course
yeah.
the Las Vegas Aces received their championship rings, and Christy, the most unique
Yeah.
championship rings I've ever seen, because
Yeah.
they're not ugly, because they designed it to
A
where
female
it's
made
not
it.
that. Yes, yes, a woman made it. And I'm gonna tell you how I know a woman made it, because the
Maybe.
ring actually pops out and turns into a ring that looks like this. With yes, so it's got an actual band instead of that big ass chunky band that
Right.
everybody else has. Yes,
Oh, I can't wait to see it. Oh, I'm excited now. I'm
yes,
gonna go look it up as soon as we get off here.
yes. It
I
is
love
so.
jewelry.
Shout out to Marcus from
Hey Marcus,
BFL.
what's he say? I can't see it.
It said, "What's up, Christy?"
What's up, Marcus? Marcus, you missed it. I did the first part of the show in the pool.
Hmm.
I
But
keep
yeah,
threatening. I'm gonna do it. I did it.
yeah, no. Honestly, we're like the WNBA season so far is starting off really good. Players are playing really well. We're getting exciting games. We're gonna like. This is gonna be really, really good. This is gonna be really good.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. But let's move on to the NFL. The
Yes.
NFL has announced their international games. The Steelers will be facing the Saints in Paris. The Ravens will be playing in Brazil, and the Bengals will be playing in Spain, leaving the Browns as the only AFC North team without an international game. But I'm gonna say this,
I'm
y'all.
okay with that.
I'm fine with that. Not only am I
Mhm.
fine with that, I hate international games. It's so stupid. Like, I genuinely
Yeah.
don't like them
Why do we
because
want to
they're
get up at 9 a.m.?
It's the most inconvenient time. It's the
We're
most
not in
inconvenient time.
California, people.
It's the most inconvenient time because it's in the middle of the morning, and it's like,
Yep.
why do I want to get up in the middle of the morning to see them play?
Yeah.
Now the NFL will
People have
probably
church.
yes
Sorry.
with the NFL schedule announcement. No, for real. With the NFL schedule announcement, we're definitely gonna get another Germany game and another London game. I'm assuming that the Jaguars are gonna go back to London. They play in London almost every year, so we're gonna get another Jags game there.
I thought they already
Um,
had 2 listed.
they do.
I'm pretty sure they are. I'm pretty sure I saw them listed twice on the schedule already for over there. Yeah.
Yeah. So
If
of
anybody's
course,
watching that can correct us, please leave a comment. Let us know. Is that double A?
yeah. Hmm.
I did it double A. What's he saying? I can't see that little.
He said you have the best studio up set up. I will be upgrading my studios. I might add real flowers to my background. Um,
Real palm trees.
yep. But yeah, the NFL schedule release show will be tomorrow. Of course, you're gonna get a whole
Oh, so excited.
spectacle. It's gonna be very interesting. But yes, the Browns will not be playing internationally. I'm fine with that. I think
But they
everybody's
will
fine
be
with
playing
that.
in Tampa.
But they will be playing in Tampa. Once the
Yeah.
schedule gets
Cheers.
released, we will yeah, we'll talk about it next week. We'll talk about all the anticipatory games. Um, training
My
camp is
game.
like 3 months away. It's really like no, actually 2 months away because it's in July. So that's crazy to say
Yeah,
this.
end of July.
And then also Browns rookie Casey Concepcion threw out the first
Yes.
pitch and pulled the sword out at the Cavs game, and then the teams
Yeah.
went 2-0. So it's crazy. And then Spencer
He's loving it.
Fano was at the Guardians game yesterday as well. So it's been an interesting like it's been a slow sports month. May is
Yeah.
kind of weird because you got a lot of NBA stuff. You got a lot of like in between stuff. July is gonna be rough. I don't know if you guys know this, but
Yeah.
there's a week in July where there's no sports whatsoever
No
being
sports.
played. Whatsoever.
Are we going to have fights? Are there fights that weekend? There's probably NASCAR. And I know
Probably
people are
NASCAR.
cringing when I say NASCAR, but July there's usually a race every single weekend. Um, so
I know it's specifically like July 15th or 6th, between like July 15th and 17th. There's usually like no
mhm.
baseball, no basketball, no football, no nothing. And it's always like the slowest sports time. Like
I will
like
look
it's
into that and see what sports we can watch next week. So tune in next week and I will let you guys know which sports we will be watching the week of July 15th.
yes. But we're gonna get into
That's my homework.
some sports pop culture real quick. Gina Carano and Ronda Rousey will both be coming back to the MMA for a fight. Ronda Rousey left the sport 10 years ago. Gina Carano
Go
left the sport like
WWE.
15 years ago. It's like I'm actually kind of excited about it because the last time Gina
Totally
Carano
excited.
faced someone of the Ronda Rousey stature, she got her shit rocked, and I'm kind of excited. I want her to get her shit
Oh
rocked.
yeah.
So
I want to see some badass bitches throwing down. That's what I want to see. Because I'll tell you what, I've been watching these guys fights lately, and some of them have been
terrible.
so lame.
They're
They're
so
so
bad.
lame. Oh my gosh. Like
Honestly,
that kid, Joshua Van, he had a chance to pummel that kid from Japan and he let up. And it's like, why are you letting up? He could have totally had him knocked out before the fight was called. It was like in the second round, I think he could have done him in.
yeah.
But they kept it going. And then I know the Japanese kid was upset that the ref called the fight, but it's probably better for his brain. Maybe he'll get a couple more extra fights out of it instead of being a vegetable sooner. But yeah, the
Yeah,
guys have been so disappointing lately.
honestly, I'm so bored of the UFC and their fight scene. They do stuff for gimmicks. They're trying to be the WWE. It doesn't work because it's like You're trying to be gimmicky, and I'm just like, I'm done with them. Every time I see them, I'm like, yes, of course. There, you have a dude in an American flag bandana screaming at a bunch of people. Yes, that makes sense, of course. And then he's probably gonna, and then when it comes fight day, he's probably gonna get knocked out because that's the whole point of it. It's like, I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm
Well,
bored.
I will tell you, Autumn. Um, I'm not trying to promote this particular fight for any other reason except for the people that are fighting in it. Okay, let me just lay that out there for
Somebody
everyone
gonna get their
watching
shit
right
rocked, Christy. I just want to like
now. Okay,
somebody get their
so
shit rocked.
the fights that are happening at the White House. And this is why I say the only reason
Pitiful.
why I am promoting it is because of the people that are fighting in the fight. The main event is the only reason why I'm talking about this. Okay, it has nothing to do with anything else. This fight is going to be unbelievable because
Hmm.
they literally just put it together within the last month. And one of the guys I actually saw fighting a couple weeks ago was a freaking animal. He was a monster. He was punching himself in the face after the guy was punching him in the face. Like this dude was like Cam Scataboo, but in fighter MMA form. Freaking nuts. Okay. So that's the only reason why I'm talking about this. I will be watching it because of that particular person. I don't know his name. I'll tell y'all next week. That's my second part of my homework. But
Yes.
trust me, that fight, like I said, I'm not promoting the fights for any other reason except for it's going to be freaking amazing. Like, I cannot wait. I haven't been this excited about fights since I thought that Mike Tyson was actually going to beat the shit out of Jake Paul. And
You
that
know,
ended up being a joke.
that
I can't
was
trust
that
boxing.
was
I can trust
man,
MMA.
that was so hopeful. I was so hopeful that Jake Paul was gonna get shit rocked by Mike Tyson. Now he
Right?
does get his shit rocked by Anthony Joshua. That's still
Yes.
that
Right?
made my year. And the fact that he
Thank
broke
God.
his jaw, and the fact that he is wearing a fake like beard over his jaw because his face is so swollen. So make that made my year.
I love the
Let's
fact
move
his
on.
fiance is such a better athlete than
Oh my god,
him.
I love Jutta. I think she is so
Yeah.
great. I think
She's
she's
amazing.
amazing. It just sucks that she wants to attach herself to a loser. Like,
Low life. Yeah. Anyway.
anyway, let's move on. Sports Illustrated just released their swimsuit edition. Their covers include Hilary Duff, Alex Earl, Tiffany Haddish, and Nicole Williams English. They featured
Not me
athletes.
yet.
Uh, I know, right? Nafisa Collier, Melissa Jefferson Wooden, Olivia Dunn, Alona Marr, and unfortunately Sophie Cunningham. Gross. Um,
Mm.
but we also have some spouses of NFL players. Of course, Nicole William English is married to Larry English, who is retired. Camille Kostek is the girlfriend of Rob Gronkowski, and Christian Goff is the wife of Jared Goff. And of course, our girl, Alantria, has made.
Yes.
Yes, she is a
Oh,
rookie this
I
year.
cannot wait to see her picture because her body is just,
It's
it,
ridiculous.
it is. I mean, she is
It's
literally a walking Barbie doll. She's too
literally
perfect. She makes me sick.
just gorgeous. Also, Cardi B and Stefan Diggs reunited over the weekend at his
Oh,
Mother's
Jesus
Day
Christ.
event in his hometown. And according to reports, the two are working towards a relationship. Even though Stefan Diggs was just in the middle of a major high-profile trial where it came out that he was actively cheating on Cardi B during their relationship. I don't really have a lot to say. She likes to go back to cheaters. I love her though. I support your rights and
Uh,
wrongs. That's all I got to say about that.
be
And then
smarter.
the
Just like,
yes,
be smarter.
and then quickly before we go to a very short break, the Kevin Hart roast was this weekend. And it featured
I did not see it yet.
Tom Brady and Draymond Green. Tom Brady, of course, being the last roaster from last year, and he continues the tradition of coming out to roast the new roaster. And then Draymond Green, I didn't even see what he said, but he participated, and I really don't care.
Mm.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
I really don't care. But
I
yes,
don't
we are
think
gonna go.
Draymond's that funny.
He's not that funny, and I didn't understand why he was there anyway. But we will be going to a short break. Give us about a minute or two, and we will come back and we're going to talk about the embassy upfronts and all the news that released from that. Real Housewives of Rhode Island. We're going to recap it for you, and of course, we're going to talk about our internet obsessions. So this has been Jersey Chasers. Give us like a couple minutes, guys. All right, let's take a little break. Let's take a little break.
Get yourself a
Discover our
drink.
collection of handcrafted candles. That's right, every product is thoughtfully created in small batches free from harmful toxins for mindful everyday indulgence. Our candles are hand-poured in coconut soy wax with natural wood wicks, offering a long-lasting burn and rich fragrances. Create a cozy, safe ambiance for your home with candles from Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers use the promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network.
All right, guys.
Oh, well, that was a little quicker than I thought.
That was very quick. I said it was gonna be a short break.
You're like,
yes,
a couple minutes. Okay.
a couple minutes. It's all
I
right. But let's start off with Real Housewives of Rhode Island. The ladies are still in Newport. Ashley has to leave because her son has to be rushed to the hospital. He's not breathing correctly. So she leaves the trip a little bit early, but the girls go on a boat. Also at breakfast, Ashley cries twice while defending Rosie. And I'm sorry to say this, y'all, but y'all will not make me feel bad for that girl crying. I love me some Ashley I like that she cries because I too am a crier. Okay. And when
she
I
felt
love
bad for her friend.
yeah.
I don't blame her for crying either.
Yeah, there is somebody who has a Ashley I cry tracker online to see how much she does cry each episode.
Oh, jeez.
Because Ashley is a very much known crier, Christy. She has cried a lot.
Oh, see, I didn't watch The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, so I don't know anything about that. I've just been watching her on this particular show, and I like her. I like her personality. She seems like a real down to earth human, and so does Rosie, but the rest of them seem like they're out of their freaking minds.
Yes, and then of course we still have the aftermath of the Kelsey Rosie argument. Now in the after show, Liz was asked if Rosie is jealous of Kelsey, and she says, I think so. They're around the same age. So I think it's a natural rivalry, but I think she's jealous. And of course, Kelsey agreed with her. And I just want y'all to say this. If I was Rosie and I'm sitting in my nice house with my beautiful husband, and I have a career in television, so much so that people's grandparents come up to me and tell me that they love me. And then at the same time, I also have a travel show. There's no way hell I'm going to be jealous of an ex pageant girl who's trying to be a beautician with two boyfriends, and one of them is her sugar daddy. Like, you couldn't pay me. Like, you really couldn't.
Like, maybe they were talking about that Rosie was just that she couldn't flirt with the butler like Kelsey could. But that's like the only thing that they could possibly be jealous of. Like, I mean, Rosie really has a pretty good life. And if anybody should be jealous of anybody, it should be Kelsey, like they said on the show, jealous of Rosie, because Rosie does have the house, the husband, the career, the life. She is adored by so many people in their area because she was one of the local news reporters. So, I mean, like, she's adorable. Like,
yes.
Like I said, her and Ashley are the only two that I actually like. Liz is okay, but Liz just...
I would throw Alicia in there. I like Alicia. I think Joellen's a good villain, but we do get a Rula update. Rula, of course, declined to join the trip because she was sick.
She's sick.
She's sick. And
she didn't want to leave her husband alone because she was afraid he wasn't going to stay home.
Yeah, she was afraid he was about to go see that mistress. And then we
Uh-huh.
get to the big part of the episode, and that is Joellen uncovering another piece of evidence that Brian is cheating on Rula. This evidence is video 2 days
Yes.
before the polo match, and the cast describes it as Brian hugging and kissing this mistress, and you can clearly see
Grabbing her butt.
them grabbing her butt, kissing on her, and her in
Oh,
his
it looked like he
car.
was consoling her and had his hand on her butt.
Yeah. But all the ladies agree that this is the smoking gun, that Brian is 100% cheating on Rula. It wasn't, him trying to get Joellen fired. It wasn't
Nope.
saying that his mom was sick. It wasn't the mistress posting in real time that he was visiting her. It was this video that convinced them all that, yeah,
Right.
this is really happening, y'all. But
Yep.
yeah, Brian and Rula, I don't even know what to say at this point. This might be one of the most egregious cheating scandals on Bravo I've ever seen.
It's going to get interesting, that's for sure.
Now, Rula did say in interviews, she was like, she did not expect the focus of the season to be her and Brian. She said that she just thought like they would be a little footnote in the season, and that like
when the rest of the crew is that boring, what else are you going to focus on? I mean,
it's like, girl, you're the season. Like, Kelsey got broken up with, and he's still paying for her stuff. Liz is mad that people are bringing up the fact that she may have had an affair with her best friend, and also she's married to her cousin.
Right?
She's married
Which
to her cousin.
They never mention. They never mention that. Why don't they mention that?
She's married to her cousin, like her full-blown first cousin, not second cousin, first cousin. Like, they share a grandparent kind of cousin.
Gross. But they don't talk about it.
No.
At least not yet. They need to. That would make it interesting.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't understand why. Like, everybody shits on Mary for marrying her step grandpa,
right? At least they're not blood related.
They're not blood related, but Alicia's married to her cousin.
Yeah, they need to focus on that next season.
Yeah, they really do. But yeah, the ladies, they said that now, as the show is airing, that Ashley really doesn't hang out with them. I'm like, Ashley has 2 little kids, and you guys kind of shit on her emotions every time she tries to like have emotions. So I wouldn't expect her to want to chill with you guys. And then Joellen revealed on Watch What Happens Live that her and Rosie don't really speak, and they don't really see eye to eye. And I'm like, again, you've talked hella shit about her. You shit on
what
her.
Does it matter about Rosie's square footage of her house that she's adding on, Joellen? You started that whole rumor. Kelsey wouldn't have known anything about that had you not mentioned it. But yet now it's a whole big deal about the square footage of the add-on to her house. Who cares?
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
It is.
But yeah,
obviously.
And some good news though about Real Housewives of Rhode Island as we finish up with them. They have been renewed for a second season.
Oh, good. Maybe they'll focus on the cousin Levin.
Yes. So they probably will be filming the reunion either this coming week or next week. And then they'll pick cameras right back up. And I don't think they're gonna add anybody. I don't think they should add anybody. I think the cast they have is perfect. I think they all bring something. Like, Ashley's the level-headed one, but she's not afraid to get into the drama. Rosie, they all hate her for some reason. I don't understand. Alicia, hilarious. Alicia is hilarious. That lady with her crackers. But yes, that's the Real Housewives of Rhode Island. Recap. Below Deck Down Under, Mike's gone, so that means a huge part of the drama is gone. But we got a new Stu. She was on the OG Below Deck, and she quit in the middle of a charter, so that's fun. Honestly, I'm just ready for this season to be over. This has been such a hot mess ass season.
I don't like Ellie. And the new Stu is besties with Ellie. So Ellie has been trying to go around and stir up pretty much with everybody. Um, Ben and Jenna were trying to hook up, and Jenna was just hanging out with Joelle in the hot tub talking like friends do
Mhm.
platonically. And Ellie's making this big deal about, oh, their hands are in places I can't even see. And they're clearly not. Like, she was right there. But then she's got, of course, a problem with Daisy because Daisy and Joelle. And it's like, if Ellie weren't on there, I think things would be going much smoother. But
Yeah, she's not really good in the kitchen either.
no. And then we've got Jenna, she's stupid. Like, she can't, she's got problems. Like, I'm sorry, is she stupid or not? She's
She's
stupid.
stupid. Not she's stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's been honestly, it's been a crazy season. I'm ready for them to just kind of like end it. We did get the preview for Below Deck, not Down Under, Mediterranean. Not Ash. Aisha will be back
Aisha.
as Chief Stew. She will also get her bachelorette party this year, and we have a return
Oh,
of Hannah. Hannah, the OG
ooh.
Chief Stew for Below Deck Med, will be coming back. She was seen in the preview, and that leads me to all the announcements that we got at the NBC Upfronts. So Upfronts were this weekend. If you guys don't know what Upfronts is, Upfronts are essentially a way for all of the major studios and advertisers to come together, and the studios essentially say like, here's our product, here's what's going to happen, give us your money so we can make more money. And so we got a lot of announcements at this upfront. So number one, Love Island will be back. Maura Higgins will be unfortunately out as the host of After Sun, but she has been replaced by Sierra Miller and Teffy Pacosa. I love Teffy. I can't believe I messed up her name. But Teffy and Sierra will be the hosts of After Sun. And of course the season starts in like a couple weeks, I'm pretty sure. They said they were supposed to release
Well, Love Island is actually starting tonight. So, yeah, May 13th, right?
No, it's June 3rd.
June. Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. I'm positive.
Oh,
June 3rd.
okay.
It may
Love Island
maybe
USA.
past Love Island USA.
Okay.
Originally it was supposed to be May 13th, but then they changed it to June. They
Oh, what the
haven't
hell?
Yeah, they changed it to June. They haven't even released the cast yet. They were supposed to release the cast last week, but they haven't released the cast yet. But Sierra will be joining Ariana Madix as the After Sun co-host, and then of course Selly will be the social host as well.
Mhm.
Then we got some Peacock announcements for Bravo shows. Salon Confessionals with Madison LaCroix. Madison is a personality on Southern Charm. And then we have Campus Confessional Miami. It's a working title, and it will follow a group of college students in Miami as they navigate friendships, romance, social media scandals, and Greek life in the age of the internet. But Georgia Gay, who is Heather Gay's daughter, will be involved in it, and it will premiere this summer. There's so much. There was so much. There was so much. Real Housewives of New Jersey started filming this week with Melissa, Teresa, and Dolores come back along with 6 new ladies. Now, I mentioned Real Housewives of Rhode Island got renewed for season 2. Next Gen NYC will be coming back June 24th, and
About time.
their trailer was released. Real Housewives Ultimate Girl Trip Roaring 20 will
Oh,
premiere August 9th. It will be a bunch of legacy housewives coming back
right.
for the season. And then Bravo announced that the Valley Persian Style, Married to Medicine, Summer House, Housewife Edition have all been renewed. A Vanderpump Rules spinoff, Vanderpump Rules Lisa Las Vegas, will also be in place because if you guys don't know, Lisa Vanderpump bought a hotel, and it's going to
Wait,
be
what?
Yes,
Which hotel?
so I forgot which one, but
Because I
it's
know she
whatever.
had a restaurant there for a little while.
Yeah, she has
I didn't know
a
she
bunch
bought
of
a hotel.
restaurants. Yeah, but she bought a hotel. They're renovating it right now. So yeah, we'll get Vanderpump
Damn.
Rules Lisa Las Vegas.
Nice.
Bravo announced the Bravo Fan Fest in Charleston, South Carolina, and it will be Saturday, October 24th. And it's not BravoCon. FanFest is like small version of BravoCon. It's not as big as BravoCon. And then of course BravoCon will come back in 2027. Um, Lisa will also host a snap style show called Rich Bitch Rampage, and that will
Whoa.
premiere on Oxygen. They also ordered a new show called Secret Lies Texas Wives. Its description is: in the heart of the Texas Hill Country is the picture perfect town of Bourne, where wealthy beauty, faith, and family reign supreme, centered on a tight knit circle of glamorous women. The series will follow their lives and as they raise their families, run ranches and farms, and manage sparkling social calendars in a town rooted in rodeos in tradition. Behind the polished smiles and Sunday sermons, however, there are intimate relationships and forbidden romances that test loyalties, marriages, jeopardizing the town's pristine image and proving that perfection is far more complicated than anyone could imagine.
Dun dun
So
dun.
essentially, Real Housewives of Dallas is making a comeback. And
Wow.
then of course Sierra will be turning to Summer House despite all of the drama that's been happening, and I'm pretty sure that's and then Amazon has a new show coming out because their upfronts were the same day, called Reality Retreat. And it is the cast is Kenya Moore, Kim Zolciak, Margaret Josephs, Christine Quinn, Brittany Cartwright, Tamar Braxton, Caitlin Bristow, Jen Tran, Julie Chrisley, Savannah Chrisley, and Eladia Baldwin.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, and it's
That
set
sounds
in a
like fun.
Yeah, it's set in a tropical location. The series follows a group of women whose lives in the spotlight have made them icons, villains, and tabloids fixtures. Removed from their comfort zones, they embark on an immersive experience centered on healing, accountability, and transformation. Through the wellness rituals, unfiltered truth telling exercises, and emotionally charged confrontations, each participant must reckon with who they are beyond their public persona. As chaos, comedy,
Oh
and catharsis unfold in
yeah.
equal measure. At the retreat,
That
growth
sounds
is not
amazing.
guaranteed. Old habits will resurface, alliances fracture, and egos collide. With their place in the experience and constantly at risk, each woman must decide whether to embrace evolution or leave unchanged.
Wow. That actually sounds really freaking good. Especially with
Yeah.
some of the names that I remembered you saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be cool.
Yeah, and they've already started posting on this reality retreat. Um And then TMZ reported that Vanderpump Rules has not been canceled, but filming won't start for season 13 until LVP's other projects are wrapped. Once she leaves Vegas, production will start for Vanderpump Villa season 4, which then delays the filming for Vanderpump Rules.
Vanderpump Rules. Oh, that's all right.
Yes, and then we got, of course, the announcement there will be an official Secret Lives of Mormon Wives spinoff called Secret Lives of Mormon Wives Orange County. That's a hot mess. And then of course Taylor Frankie Paul. Okay, let's talk about her. Let me go in on her a little bit. Taylor Frankie
Okay.
Paul has now decided to pick a fight on the internet with her former bestie Michaela Matthews. Now, Michaela has been one of the ones that have been vocal about um not wanting Taylor on the show anymore because of her destructive behavior, because of the whole Dakota thing, which I fully understand. So Michaela was a part of the whole cast decision for them to take a break while Taylor and Dakota dealt with all that stuff. And so now they've been going back and forth on the internet, and Taylor has kind of been trying to sick her fan base on Michaela. But people were like, you like Michaela's kind of right in this situation, girl. You are a little nuts. You're a little crazy, and you need to like check your behavior. So now Michaela has blocked Taylor on Instagram, and they kind of been going back and forth. And then Taylor has also been going back and forth with people online, like different like people commenting on the situation. And I just want to say this: Taylor Frankie Paul has to get her shit together.
She's supposed to be doing counseling.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's court ordered. It's not helping yet.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know about
like,
her.
yeah. And I think we talked about it last week about her and Dakota and how the
Mhm.
lawyer was like, she's a danger. And I think we all just know that Taylor just, she got some
Yeah, the
issues.
judge
She got
said
some,
they both got problems, pretty much.
yeah, but Taylor's got some real
Yeah.
issues. The fact that she is falling out with every single one of her friends. Now we know season 5 filming has picked back up, and I'm very excited to see what's going on besides Taylor. I think Taylor is like the least interesting part of the show now,
So
especially
no,
after the
she's
whole,
removed.
yeah, especially the whole Jesse Marciano thing. So on this season, we're definitely gonna see Layla, the fallout from her breakup with Mason, Chase's brother. We're gonna see Jesse and the fallout from her divorce from Jordan. We're also gonna see her get back together with Marciano because they kind of got back together after it was announced that she was getting divorced. Yeah, it was a whole thing. Like they
Oh,
were
jeez.
posting pictures together, posting videos together. It was a whole thing. They got caught kissing at a Hulu Gets Real event. Then she also made out with Chase, Miranda's ex-husband. Then she also made out with a contestant from Taylor's season of The Bachelor. So like there's a whole bunch of stuff
She's
going
a mess.
on that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I will
Um
tell you that Balin Out Loud is coming back out again for
yes,
her third season.
and she got
And the
married.
trailer, well, she's getting married in the third season.
Mhm.
And the trailer that's out, it's super interesting because they talk about the wedding, they talk about um, moving, and I was so touched by the end of last season when they went to England and she tried out. It's like a watch, and it was supposed to help with her ticks. And I think what it
Mhm.
does is I think it just vibrates and gives her something else to concentrate on. I'm not sure exactly how it works. That's just my assumption. But I'm really hoping that they are deciding to move to England so that she can use this device and try to live her life normal, because she said when she was wearing it that she actually felt calm. And
Um,
that's what hit me. Like, that's what made me so emotional, was to hear her say that she had never felt that before. So fingers crossed, Balin gets to move to England so that she can use the device and not have to feel crazy anymore.
yes. Also, while we were on air, I just saw this news. Netflix
What?
has just announced that Quarterback will be coming back for a third season.
Cool.
And the
Do we know who's
featured
on it?
quarterbacks will be Jaden Daniels, Joe Flacco, Baker Mayfield, and Cam Ward.
Oh, oh wow.
Uh, I'm gonna just real
AFC
quick this,
quarterbacks.
yeah, yeah, 4 quarterbacks. The WNBA also announced that the Houston Comets will be coming back next season. So that's crazy. Um
Cool.
Netflix, of course, has announced Perfect Match, their TV show that takes 3 years to film and 3 years to put out. If you guys don't know, literally, they will film like this show, and then it will take forever. Like the season 2 took forever. No, season 3 took
Yeah.
forever to come out. So much so that one of their contestants got married, engaged, and pregnant. Another
Pregnant,
contestant,
engaged, then married.
well, pregnant, engaged, and married. Another contestant also got pregnant. Like multiple contestants went on other shows.
Yeah.
And the same thing kind of happened with this season. One of the contestants that's on Perfect Match went on Love Island All Stars. found a girlfriend there, but he's gonna be on Perfect Match this season. So it's very, very, very weird.
Oh, geez. So
Very
it's going to be confusing because it's backwards.
Yeah, it's backwards. Like he did the show before he got to Love Island All Stars. Also,
Oh,
Love Island Games will also
games?
be coming
Yes.
back. They also got
Yes,
renewed.
they did.
They got
And Love
renewed.
on the Spectrum is trying to get renewed for another season as well,
Mm-hmm.
which which
Yes.
I adore that show. Like everybody that is on that show, I just freaking love. Like they're so amazing. Like one of the couples got engaged this season. One of the couples ended up breaking up after this season that have been together for the longest, which is so sad. But like
Mm-hmm.
they're totally cool with it. They're still like, I wish them the best of luck and like, I love them.
Yeah, some other news from Netflix. Netflix, of course, is also like a big proponent of reality TV shows. But they
Yes.
have announced that they have a bunch of NFL games. So they will have the 49ers and Rams season opener in Australia. I keep forgetting that there's an Australia game now too. The
Australian game, yeah.
Packers, yeah, and Rams will play in the first ever Thanksgiving Eve game, so they'll play
Ooh,
on that
yes.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
There
Yeah.
they of course will get Christmas again, and then of course, and then adding two more. Week 18, and then the NFL Honors will be on Netflix as well. Let me see a little bit
Nice.
more. Running Point
I'm
season 3 will be
watching
back as
I'm
well.
watching Love is Blind Poland right now.
Yes. Because you can't have too many Love is Blinds, people.
Every single country I've watched. The Switzerland one that was on recently drove me absolutely nuts. Those men are so annoying. This season with Love is Blind Poland, there was two girls and two guys that each liked each other, so they had a rectangle going on.
Mhm.
And that I don't think it's going to work out with any of those two couples, but it's going to be interesting to see because, of course, they're in Greece right now, honeymooning before the wedding. So,
Yes.
and I got to the episode where they just all saw each other for the first time. So, of course, you know that how that is. It starts to get spicy after that. So, I'm getting to the good stuff
Yeah.
now.
Also, there was a Love is Blind contestant, I think from Argentina, who just recently got convicted of attempted murder because he
Yes,
tried to kill his wife from the show,
yes,
which is
yes.
crazy. Love is
I
Blind is a
saw
nuts
that season.
experience.
Yeah, they don't vet those people nearly enough. I mean, like,
No.
it's ridiculous. Look at what Chris did with Ohio. I mean, like, he's just disgusting. I
Y'all,
mean,
I'm so disappointed in them. But also now, I forgot to mention this. Since we're bringing up Love is Blind, season 11 will be happening this year, and it will be Boston, Massachusetts. So Ohio, we will be
oh,
dethroned
jeez.
because the people of
More
Boston will be
accents.
trash. I know the accents will be crazy, but
Oh,
we're getting down to the end of the show. And Christy, we gotta talk about one more thing. We gotta talk about one more
mhm.
thing, and that is our internet obsessions. Now you guys know Christy and I are obsessed with different niche things. Um Literally, y'all know I love me a good K-drama. Y'all know I love me a good
Yes,
K-drama, and that's been my
you were
obsession for
teasing
the
me
last few
earlier.
months.
You need to tell me what you're watching right now because you were teasing me
Okay.
earlier.
So, I've been watching two shows. So, on Amazon Prime Video, there was a show released called Off Campus. It's based off of a 2014 book series by L. Kennedy. It's about a fictitious hockey team, and honestly, I've never seen so much ass in a show.
Oh,
It's
so
about,
is this like
yeah.
heated rivalry?
No, no, because Heated Rivalry was gay hockey players. These are straight ones.
Oh,
These are
okay.
straight college ones, so it's a lot of
Uh,
ass. It's a lot of
gotcha.
ass.
Okay.
But the other show that I just finished yesterday, and I told Christy, I was like, Christy, I was literally in the bathroom on the toilet about to have a mental breakdown. I can't believe I said that.
And now I'm visiting it again.
Because I was watching this show. It's called Goblin. It's 10 years old. It's about, yes, I know, such an interesting title. Well, it's called Goblin in America, but in Korea it's called Guardian. But it's a great show. So it's about this guy who used to be a warrior.
Obviously Korean.
Yeah. Yeah, he used to be a warrior. He's killed and betrayed by his king. He prays to the gods to spare his life or to make the pain go away. They instead make him immortal, but he has a sword sticking out his chest that only he can see. And the whole point is that he eventually has to find his bride who will pull out the sword, and he will finally be able to die in peace. But he is forever cursed with having to watch his family and be reincarnated and watching them live their lives and die.
Right.
And then he meets his bride because he saves her mom's life when she's a baby. Her mom got hit by a car and she prayed and was like, please save my life. So he saved her life, which marked her daughter. And because that marked her daughter now sees ghosts. And then her mom dies. The mom whose life was saved dies when she's like 10 years old, and she has to go live with her shitty aunt. And then she meets the goblin when she's 19. They fall in love. Also, he lives with the Grim Reaper as well. And the Grim Reaper has been trying to catch the bride for like 10 years because she's a missing soul because she's not supposed to exist. When I say I was on the edge of my seat, I was in tears. I was like, what is this show? I was like up and down.
How many episodes this is?
It was great. It was a great show.
How many episodes?
16.
All also, that in 16 episodes. Oh. What the hell? All right. Well, good night. She can't hear me.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh my God. That's so, StreamYard really has it out for us today, y'all. They really do. They really love us
StreamYard.
So much. Ironically enough, Christy, what was your internet obsession? I can tell the people.
Well, nothing. I'm trying to work. Maybe they can hear me. Maybe you just can't.
I can see your mouth moving, but yeah, it's not registering that you're speaking into a mic. It just hates us.
Well,
but yeah, guys, we actually went over a good amount. But it was come to the end of the show. We love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for dealing with all of our technical difficulties. I'm so sorry. We usually are better. I'm so sorry, Christy. I apologize, man. As you guys see Christy's beautiful background, we started off in the pool and now we're starting off at the edge. I don't know what's going on, but you guys can catch us on the inside. Yeah, the sun is going down. Yep. Also, it's the same time. We are on the same coast. We are on the same wavelength. It's not that dark here as it is there in Florida. Not even close. It's not as dark. But you guys can catch me on this Friday along with favorite reviews. Like next week, we'll be covering the Cavs post game. Hopefully, the Cavs bag it tonight, and we'll be talking about a Game 6 win. The Cavs are looking for their first road win of the playoffs, which is a crazy statement to say. But you can catch the guys on after us. Chad, Brian, and Eli Moon will be on for the post game tonight. And of course, we have Double A's show, The Midnight Run, that is no longer Monday through Wednesday. It's Monday through Friday. So from 12 to 1. Yes, Christy. It's Monday through Friday. So he wants to be up for so many extra hours. Him and his crack show where he just talks about everything. Also, guys, we may have a Love Island recap show coming soon. We may have, because I've given all the boys, Christy, I've given all the boys of the network a homework assignment. They have to catch up on Love Island so we can all talk about it with them. Yes. But you guys have been watching Inside Edge Network. Follow us, like us, subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Also, follow us on Jersey Chasers. Subscribe to us on YouTube at Jersey Chasers. Follow us on Instagram at Jersey Chasers and on TikTok at Jersey Chasers Pods. Listen to us wherever you get your podcasts: Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeart, and Spotify. Also, Christy, I didn't tell you this, but we have a Twitter account now. We have a Facebook account now. We have a Threads account. And you can catch us on Twitch. We will be streaming on Twitch as well. There's so much going on. We will be having that Patreon up soon as well. Patreon is giving me some hell, but we're going to give you some exclusive content on Patreon. You can subscribe to us if you want to watch some fun stuff Christy and I will be doing. But we really love you guys. Thank you for sticking with us this whole show. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.